Hey everyone, I'm Tory Johnson in New York. Welcome to At Work. Trying to find a great doctor and scheduling an appointment can give anyone a headache. So a startup called ZocDoc is trying to relieve that pain by making online doctor-patient interaction easier than ever before. Their goal? Nothing less than to transform the healthcare industry. And they also want to change conventional office culture at the same time. Best of all, ZocDoc is hiring. Cyrus, Massoumi, and Karsten Vagner from ZocDoc are here to tell us all about their ambitious plans. Thanks for coming in. Cyrus, I want to start with you because you started the company from a personal experience, a ruptured eardrum. Tell me about that and how that led to the business, and what does ZocDoc do?
Sure. So about 4 years ago, I was in a flight and I had a really bad sinus infection. My plane landed back in New York, and the pressure from landing resulted in my rupturing my eardrum, which if you ever travel with a cold, it's not really good to do, and I had to find a doctor. Had a really difficult time doing that, and it took me 4 days to find a physician. So I thought to myself, there had to be a better way to find a doctor on the internet. I do everything else in my life on the internet. I buy my groceries online, I book my restaurants, I book my travel. Why can't I book a doctor? So I went to my co-founder, I said, this is my idea, what do you think? And he was a doctor, and he's like, great, let's quit our jobs and start this company. So what we did is created an online way for patients to go on, sort by which doctors accept their insurance, and with a click of a mouse, book an appointment instantly online.
So how do you get doctors to participate? It's something where the doctor has to first agree to participate in the program.
Absolutely. So, so we have sales teams. We're now live in 6 cities across the country, expanding nationwide. And literally, we go and find out who are the doctors that are in the most need for patients in those communities, and we go in and tell them about our service, recruit them to use our service, and doctors love it because ultimately it frees up their front office staff and brings them more patients in their open appointment times when they may have had a cancellation. So it's been very, very successful in every market we've launched in, and it's been growing exponentially. So we're in a really great place. So
all of that growth certainly means that you are hiring. Yeah. And I know that last year you were ranked the best place to work in New York City by Crain's. What does that mean to create the best place to work, a great culture to work in? How do you do that?
I think it does start with hiring. For us, we've really built a company full of people who love their job. When I interview people, I look for people who are excited about changing healthcare, which is what we do all day, and who are also great at what they do. So we've built a company of people who are excellent, skilled, and very passionate about working at ZocDoc.
And I know that you have about 100, you just hired your 100th employee right now.
Yes.
You have 30 openings, and you're having some challenge finding the right people. Why is it so difficult finding great people, especially in this economy, to come work for you?
I think that if you want to grow a really distinctive company, you need to have really great people working for you. And in any economic environment, whether it was 2008 or now, finding really great people just requires a lot of work. So given how many people we're hiring, we have 30 open jobs, yes, but we want to double the size of our company before the end of the year. You have to interview a lot of folks, and so we spend time literally reviewing hundreds of resumes, interviewing hundreds of people literally on a daily basis to find a few folks that we think would be great fits for ZocDoc.
So tell me then really specifically, like, what are you looking for? What does that interview process look like? Why are these great people not passing muster? Why are they not getting the gig?
Our interview process is really interesting. We try to keep it very natural. So of course we do your standard sit-down interview, but we also have our candidates meet with the rest of our team. We do lunches. So it's a very informal process. Our job posts are kind of creative. We ask you to solve some problems.
Give me an example of one.
Sure. So for instance, we have a customer service job post, and we ask in that job post, in order to apply, please imagine that you're the manager of a movie theater. 2 people just walked out in the middle of a movie. What do you do? We leave it pretty vague to get some very, very creative answers, and we do. And it's very easy for us because we get the most talented, creative thinkers very quickly.
Give me an example as the boss. What kind of answer are you looking for? What would make you say, like, get that person in here right now? We got to interview him or her.
Well, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is creative thinking. You know, one of our company values is sort of to really speak up and to be to raise your idea if you have one. And I think to some extent we find that oftentimes there's a complete out-of-the-box person who may say, look, I'll run across the street and pick up some flowers and bring it to this person to really wow them. And it sounds maybe a little bit impractical, but the point is that we want people who are really willing to go the extra step to make sure that that our our patients and our doctors are having an awesome time using our service. So people that really share that passion is really what we're looking for.
And I know core values is something that's really important to the culture of the organization, to the people who work there. Tell me a little bit about the core values.
Sure. Our first value and foremost, right? Patients first. We're reinventing healthcare at ZocDoc, so patients first is the most important thing to us. Second, great people. Third, speak up, like Cyrus talked about. Fourth is we call us before me. It means be humble, especially as a leader, lead by example. Next up, own it. When we talk about own it, it means using the company's resources as you would your own. And then the last two are make work fun, which is pretty obvious, and work hard.
Work hard. All right. So if you're interested in those things and those core values of the companies match your own core values, you could potentially be a match at the company.
Absolutely.
So if I find someone, you say you're going to give me an iPad and you'll donate $1,000 to the charity, a charity of my choice. So are you getting a lot of takers for that? Are people referring, or referrals, I would assume, are a big source of new hires?
Absolutely. It's probably one of the best places that we're able to find great hires is from other people that we know and we trust and that know what we're looking for. And so I think we've had, thousands of new applicants in the last few weeks since we've introduced what we're calling the ZocDoc Star Search, which is this whole program. And we're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that we can hire all the people we need to expand ZocDoc nationwide and still maintain a great working environment and have people who are passionate about fixing the healthcare system.
Last thing, just tell me really quickly about the categories in which you're hiring.
Sure. So we're looking for salespeople across the country. We're looking for customer service people here in New York. Also looking for software engineers, marketing people. Honestly, if you're smart and you care about healthcare, please come work at ZocDoc.
Which is, it's actually interesting to talk about Karsten's own background. Why don't you tell them your story?
When I was hired at ZocDoc about 3 years ago, my job, I was the temp office manager. My job was to answer the phones, sort the mail, run the errands for this guy. And now I'm in charge of hiring across the country. So career progression at ZocDoc is something that we take very, very seriously.
Right, even in a small company, you can go far.
Absolutely.
You can go far. All right, all right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll send lots of good people your way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.